So there's a lot of advantages to RVing. If you like to play, that is to get out and see nature or do different things as opposed to the norm on vacations. You can really get out there and see America. You're out there, and since the lifestyle is so free and caring, you don't rush through your vacations. You enjoy your vacations. I've seen so many people, like been to Walt Disney World a few times, and you see so many people. They're there and they're rushing. What's this about? So anyway, so what I did is I asked a whole bunch of RVers why they chose to RV, and I've already mentioned a few of the benefits. Others really like to. One of the guys I was speaking to, Jim, he chose to RV because he loves fishing. And he stops every 5 hours. He'll never drive more than 5 hours before he stops and stays for a week or two so he can fish the area. So talking about somebody that has seen America and enjoying what he really does is there. People do the same thing with camping. Myself, I can speak. The research I've done through actual living the lifestyle for the last 6 years is I've run across every facet of the RVing lifestyle. The other thing really cool, I was just speaking to a German. He came here, a German friend of mine I just met recently. He came here 6 years ago. They bought a house in California. He chose to go to full-time RVing, and I quote, because the taxes, house upkeep, maintenance, electric, water, was costing me 5 times more a year than what RVing does, just paying rent out a lot. And then he also had the advantage of getting to see America, which is something most Americans never enjoy. I mean, how many of you have been to more than 10 state parks in different states and or national parks?
Sure.
Okay.
And every capital. Of course.
You're rare, okay? I know I personally have, and I would recommend just about every national park I went to, not every state park, but because they're all different. Like I seen a cougar track up in Michigan, which was really cool because I was looking at a wild orchid in Sleeping Bear Dunes National Park. And I did, so that's really cool. I mean, be able to see that, photograph it, and then have it verified by the officers that that's what it was. I mean, I've lived in Florida all my life and never seen a cougar track or a panther track. So anyway, as far as the lifestyle goes, there are other reasons. Some people choose the lifestyle because they're forced into it because of the way of life, but then because of the vast majority of the different RVs you can buy, there's two basically types. I won't go into the travel trailers, but you have fifth wheels and RVs. And the decision on those are critical. Like if you have a motorcycle, if you have like your toys, you really should have a toy hauler, or if you have which is a fifth wheel, or if you have an RV, you need to pull a trailer behind it, and your car needs to be small enough to go in that trailer. So there's issues and things to consider when you are choosing your RV. Like Will Smith, I don't know him personally, one day, but he is just like the guy in my RV park, Steve. Steve very specifically bought theirs so he could put his motorcycle in. But now, since his motorcycle, he has a toy hauler. That means you can put motorcycle in, other toys. Well, now that they've been parked for like 2 years, it's now a music mixing studio. And that's Will Smith that does the same thing. He mixes music in. but his is a little bit higher grade and it's soundproof. But so there's a lot of different choices and varieties on RVing. If you haven't tried it, you can always do what most people do to begin with, and that is they rent an RV. It's very expensive to rent an RV, because what happens is you rent the RV, you enjoy it, and then you go buy an RV and you just wasted $2,000 on renting an RV first. The only requirement is when you're going to buy an RV, know yourself and have a checklist of what you want out of your lifestyle, because it is very cool. Like, I traveled for 3 straight years, and I chose just recently to get rid of all my stuff in storage, because I know within the next year or 2 I will be traveling again, because it is the ultimate lifestyle, and I recommend it to each and every one of you.
Jim,
Thank you.
John, no.
Piece of paper, please.
To a soil pipe and then water intake.
that's
and
easy.
You can take a shower on there and.
We can do everything.
It's a
Oh,
house.
I'm gonna have to come see you.
It's a house on wheels.
Great, thank you, John. This is one of my
Thanks.
dream, which I don't know whether others have, but